Here at NextGen 13, we've just had a presentation from Professor Bill Dutton of the University of Oxford. Bill, thanks for speaking to us. A fascinating presentation following your report about the internet in Britain. What have been some of the major findings?
Thank you very much. I think, we've surveyed people in Britain so that we can project to the British population as a whole, and I think one key finding is that the number of people online has increased, so that we're now at 78% or over of people in the UK who are online. And also, in terms of positive trends, a larger proportion of people with the low incomes, with no formal schooling, people who are disabled, and also older and retired people. All of those groups who have been low in internet access have actually risen over the last 2 years. So the digital divide is narrowing a bit. Two other trends, though, are that there is a larger proportion of what we call next generation users. 52% of people in Britain are now what I would call next generation internet users, which means that they have 3 or 4 more devices in their home, plus they have 1 or more portable devices through which they access the internet on the move. So multiple devices, multiple mechanisms to getting online, and these people are able to integrate the internet more in their everyday life and work because they can access it anywhere they are, any time of day.
Now, I think the report also talked about different cultures in society and usage. Just explain that to us a little bit.
Well, this is the newest aspect of our report, because I was continually frustrated with the way in which we label people by what technology they use rather than the particular values and attitudes they hold about the internet. So we used a group of 14 attitude items, such as, do you think you save time online, or does the internet make it easier for you to do things? Do you think the internet is a good place to pass time? 14 questions like that we analyzed through using multivariate analysis and factor analysis, and clustered and found 5 clusters of users. And these are the 5 cultures. And a couple of those cultures, to give you a flavor of what we found. The most interesting, I think, are the immersives. We call them because they're immersed in the internet. They literally love to pass time online. They find it a wonderful place to pass the time and kill time. They entertain themselves online. They do everything other people do online in terms of services, and they meet people online, they socialize online, and they really are not concerned that much over risk that can be online. They actually feel in control of the internet and able to deal with the internet. At the other end, there's actually what I call the adigitals, who are online, but they are actually not enjoying it that much. They are frustrated often, they don't feel in control, and they often feel that they're not only frustrated in using it, but there's too much immoral material online. They waste a lot of time online, and they mainly use the internet for very basic civic activities, e-government services. They know they have to be online to do certain things, but they don't like it, and
So they're reluctant users.
Yeah. But so those are 2 of 5 cultures, and I think we're beginning to understand that the internet user is not one type of person, and then it's a mix of cultures of the internet. And I think the more we understand them, the better able we'll be able to understand how they adopt different services. For example, social media, it's surprisingly it is plateaued in the diffusion of social media like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn at about 60% of UK internet users. And so we'll be looking at which are the users who are not using, like the adigitals will not do this. And another group we call the techno-pragmatists, because they use the internet to save time and don't want to pass time or socialize online. They're less likely to be using the internet for social activities like social networking.
Okay, Bill, well, thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you very much for asking. All right. Bye-bye.